Alright, the seventh film in our series, and it goes to Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy from 1955. Oh man, I love this movie. I love this movie as a kid. I remember liking it as a kid. For those who don't know, Abbott and Costello were a comedic duo back in the day. Some of the last few Universal Monster movies was them meeting and kind of fighting the monsters. Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, the Invisible Man. In this one, they fight the mummy. I almost love how the film just throws us into the story, just throws us into Abbott and Costello's antics. No real setups like, here's the two duo, watch them and watch the people coming after them. We follow these two goofballs as they get wrapped up in thugs, cops, and an ancient cult. And yeah, it's kind of the cult and the mummy don't really play that big of a role. I mean, the cult does, but mostly it's the thugs and cops that our heroes have to watch out for. The mummy, this time, is Clarice, not Karis, Clarice. There's a big difference. There's a big difference there. And his whole design, I like it. Is not as the bandages aren't as chaotic as Karis or Imhotep's. Is more neatly wrapped and streamlined, but he's barely in the movie. He doesn't show up for like the last 20 minutes, I think, and that's being brave. I mean, he does have some appearances before the last act, but they're very brief. He doesn't really do anything except for freaking out Costello. Or is it Abbott? It was Abbott. And they don't even attempt a lore in this movie. There's no big extra lore on why Clarice is alive and doing all this. There's no Tana leaves. There's no scroll of Thoth. The mummy is just alive. He's just alive. You have to deal with it. You got to accept it. Why are you questioning the script? Abbott and Costello are definitely the standout. Classic comedy, some slapstick. You gotta love it. It's aged pretty well. It's very fun. It doesn't really get tiresome. It's the rest of the plot that kind of falls flat at times. My favorite scene has to be when the two are, they're holding this cursed medallion, the thing the mummy wants the most, or at least the cult wants the most. And they're friends, but also kind of assholes to each other. They don't really seem they like each other most of the time. So they keep swapping between the two who gets the medallion, throwing on people's waiter's tray, gets returned to them, putting it in their place, it gets swapped around, putting in their sandwich, it gets swapped around, playing these little games. And there's these fun little gags with them playing a flute to charm a snake, and there's a couple little fun shots, especially the ending. It gets really wild. Marie Winstor, hope I'm pronouncing it right, plays our femme fatale, who's the leader of the thugs, and she's great in the role and plays a great straight man or straight woman for Abbott and Costello. I don't think I've seen her in lots of movies, but I really want to check her out because she was just so much fun in this. It actually kind of threatening. Richard Deacon plays the priest character, and I feel bad for insulting actor who I don't think is no longer with us, but they have him so stiff throughout the whole movie. He feels like a robot. The actor doesn't feel like he wants to be there, and it shows in the performance. I mean, there's like one or two good lines he delivers with character, but most of the movie he's like, yes, that's Clarice. You destroyed his thing, now he's gonna kill us all. Like, it's just very bloom. It's very bland. And Clarice has to be the worst mummy so far. He worked for this story, but he really has no personality. I mean, even less than Karis did. He's just there to be a little creepy, to scare Abbott and Costello, and to be like a little threat at the end. I mean, how they kill him? They literally just throw dynamite. He just catches it like a dummy because he's a mummy. He doesn't know what dynamite is. This is a fun slapstick comedy. This is classic Universal classic comedy. If you like old school comedies, go check it out. There is like one slight joke that may not has aged well for certain people, but I think it's harmless. But it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. And with that, The Universal chapter is closed. Well, for now at least. But until we can jump back into Imhotep's Embrace in the 1989, we have to jump down the pond and head over to the UK to get some hammer time. See cups. Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. You're still here? You're actually still here at the end of the video? Oh, I'm surprised. Thank you for staying for the whole thing. If you have a few more seconds of your time, if I could, can you scroll down to that description, hit that little button that takes you over to my Twitch? I stream there almost every day. We play horror games, action games, and visual novels. So, if you don't mind, if you like what I do here, if you can stand my annoying voice here, follow me on Twitch and we can hang out some more. Alright, hope to see you over there. Have a good day.